And the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business. And if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stay private.
As you are all aware, 60-year-old Vivica Fox recently had a BBL completed. You cannot miss it, I promise. However, supporters are arguing that since the work was poorly done, she should definitely sue the individual who completed it. She allegedly sees it too. She reportedly already regrets getting the BBL because it has damaged her body, if rumors on the street are to be believed. Her former partner, 50 Cent, had some thoughts about the new appearance as well, and he spoke his opinions as usual. However, how does Vivica feel about 50 Cent making remarks about her new physique? Is he trying to spin the block, in her opinion? What has she stated regarding the ruination of her body? Alright, I am aware that Vivica Fox has undergone some work over the years. In fact, reports indicate that she may have had a number of face treatments, such as fillers to plump up her cheeks and smooth the area around her mouth, and possibly Botox to smooth out wrinkles in her forehead and around her eyes. Additionally, some sources suggest that fillers were used to further define her chin in the pre-jowl area. According to reports, Vivica Fox has admitted to getting breast augmentation implants. She apparently had saline implants at first, but silicone implants eventually took their place. However, during an appearance on the Tamron Hall show in September 2024, she was the subject of speculations of cosmetic improvements. Fans conjectured about potential protocols. On Instagram, however, Vivica responded to these accusations by posting, "I'm smiling and happy, geez, zero worries, I'm darling good. I'm good, darling." Even more recently, a few days ago, fans expressed their opinion that she might have overreached herself with her BBL, which incidentally has been receiving negative feedback. When Vivica went to a celebration of her Vivica Fox hair collection at Houston's Beauty Empire Superstore, fans noticed the significant change for the first time. She was spotted wearing tight white pants as she entered the event in a widely shared video. Additionally, social media commenters accused her of having a very noticeable posterior. Vivica had one of the best bodies in Hollywood in the past, according to many people, which is kind of funny. She was well proportioned, with a small waist, a lovely rear, and a gorgeous face card, honey. As if her face and body did not require any kind of treatment. Since she was not the only one who needed work done, most people cannot understand why she felt this was necessary. Others, however, suggested that we should probably give her some leeway. Others also believed that she looked pretty. Who else made a comment about Vivica allegedly receiving a BBL? Yes, 50 Cent, her ex. As everyone knows, the two have not always had a good relationship. Additionally, we are aware that 50 enjoys a nice drag. Fans therefore assumed that things would likely go heated when he joined the chat. For some context, 50 Cent and Vivica Fox were romantically involved in 2003, following his highly public shot. However, their relationship swiftly became turbulent and widely reported. Following their split, 50 Cent and Vivica got into a number of public arguments, frequently via interviews and social media. Vivica's suggestion that 50 was on the DL when 50 liked a post by @IndustryOnBlast is perhaps one of the most memorable jokes. It emphasizes that Empire's ratings declined due to an excessive number of celebrity cameos and gay plots. According to the page, there are 3 million less viewers who tuned into last night's Empire episode. Did you watch it? We could not take the extra gay stuff or celebrity stuff last night. In actuality, 50 added his own opinion by requesting that Taraji P. Henson give him a call in order to get assistance. In addition to publishing the comments, he penned, "Empire's television ratings took a huge hit. Okay, I'll stop now. Cookie, call me baby. I'll tell everybody to watch the show for you." LOL. 50 sort of apologized as well, but Vivica obviously was not having it, because she was on an episode of Watch What Happens Live when Andy Cohen asked her about 50 Cent publishing a blog post suggesting that the Season 2 ratings of Empire decreased because of too much things. At that point, Vivica implied that 50 was under a DL. Then, when asked to clarify her remark, Vivica stated that 50 Cent might not be gay, but she also mentioned that he seems to have an unclear issue. She added that it did not help that 50 and fellow rapper Soulja Boy were featured on the magazine cover.
First of all,
You know, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Oh, my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is over.
Wait, Vivica A. Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well, I mean,
he gave you...
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear. So
you mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
yes,
the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
Both Soulja Boy and 50 Cent at the moment swiftly responded with a string of critical remarks on their individual Instagram profiles. Initially, Soulja posted a negative image of Vivica Fox with the following statement: "Everybody hit up this cougar. She's single and ready to mingle. Granny desperate for attention. I'm washed up." 50 then shared the same photo along with the caption, "Oh no, now she thinks I'm gay because I let her lick my behind. Laugh my ass off. Wait, I didn't want her to. She forced me. My hands were tied. 50 Shades of Grey. Remember when you told me, screw Halle Berry and you could have done all the roles she did better than her?" is one of the additional pictures of Vivica Fox that he shared on social media. And I just asked you, what did you take? Once more, as Vivica's new appearance began to circulate, everyone knew 50 Cent would undoubtedly respond. In fact, 50 Cent has already made comments about Vivica getting work done. For example, in 2016, he shared a picture of Vivica on Instagram next to a mugshot of Raji Naran Singh, a patient whose face was deformed by poor plastic surgery. Then in his caption, 50 Cent wrote, "I don't know why people would want to cross me. I would stay out of my way if I wasn't me because I'm going to keep winning. I think they do it for attention. Then they get more attention than they want. I told you Power was the show to watch, not Empire, LOL." In addition to urging 50 Cent to use his platform to bring people together instead of disparaging individuals like his ex and Raji Naran Singh, who did not deserve to be shamed for her appearance, Taraji P. Henson at the time supported Vivica and hinted that his negative attitude might be the reason Power had not received any Emmy nominations like Empire had. I can say, however, that this time his remarks were less harsh because, upon seeing a headline regarding Vivica's rumored operation, 50 made a lighthearted remark, "Wait, let me see," with the shrug and peeping eye emojis. People were obviously curious about if 50 Cent was attempting to convey a message, and perhaps, and before long, stories like these were circulating. Vivica A. Fox's rumored BBL may have 50 Cent spinning the block. However, he later explained his statement by claiming, "Dude, I am not lying. Who said I was spinning the block? Although I believe that booty was nice, there were also many who claimed that Vivica was hoping 50 Cent wanted to turn heads by mentioning her desire to reunite with him over the years." You all recall her declaration that she will always love 50 Cent in her interview with Vlad.
And the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business, and if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private.
Then, in a subsequent 2018 interview, Vivica admitted to Wendy Williams that she was still attracted to 50 Cent. Vivica stated once more in a 2023 interview on Sherry Shepherd's talk program that she might be amenable to dating 50 once more, drawing comparisons between their possible reunion and that of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. She went on to say that she always saw 50 Cent's public references to her as a sign of support, even in spite of their previous argument.
And I don't know if y'all remember, because y'all remember when 50 and Vivica was dating. Y'all were dating
13 years ago.
13 years ago.
Okay.
And I remember it was some kind of awards ceremony. You was on stage and your body was popping. And I remember Curtis, he was in love with you, girl. Would you ever think about getting back together with Mr. Curtis Jackson if he came?
Well,
Ben and Jen did it again. Why not?
In any case, according to certain accounts, Vivica may have learned that her new enlargement is putting granny diaper booty on pencil legs after all that online trolling. I am not sure if these things can be undone, but she is reportedly thinking about correcting it. Child, I am not sure how I feel about Vivica receiving a BBL at 60. However, I am forward to hear your opinions. By receiving a BBL at age 60, did Vivica go too far? Is it better for everyone to ignore it as it is her body? Also, what are your opinions on 50 Cent stepping in on the BBL? Put your thoughts in the space provided for comments below.